Mahube, welcome back to Work Room Weekly. I'm Brian.
And I'm Jason. Mahube.
We are recapping, of course, Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale, episode 4.
Yes.
But we were off last week, so we're going to touch on episode 3 as well, real quick.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I missed these girls. We were gone for 1 week and I went to watch them and I was like, I am entranced with them. I love them. I'm fully on the Slaysian train.
I was in withdrawal.
I truly was. But if you guys didn't see, Monét X Change actually filled in for us last week. So if you haven't checked out her confession cube, it was so fun. But now we're back and we're going to be here for the rest of the season. No more absences. We're locked in now because the show has gotten honestly so good.
Yeah, we were off last week during a design challenge. It was all cacao leaves. It was called Holy Cacao.
Yes, I liked this. I thought it was really cool. I think it was cool how it had like a cultural tie-in. I think when we do design challenges or these like scrappy design challenges on like the US franchise, they're like, here's a dumpster full of like useless
here's a
materials.
Pile of trash. Do your best.
Yeah, make a couture gown. But they were like, here are these like artisanal cacao fossilized leaves. You get 900 of them. Make a gown out of them, and they're each different colors. So the girls who won the mini challenge got to pick her color first.
That's right.
And then they ended up, the girls went on elimination order of the mini challenge to get their colors of their leaves.
And I was stunned by Venus's. And I wasn't the only one because Panjini Heels, guest judge from Thailand, was also flipping out, was like, bitch. Standing ovation. And she's like a very harsh judge.
I
uncomfortably harsh.
I liked it. I mean, she is the host of Drag Race Thailand. She is mother of Thailand, as Siam mentioned, and I liked it. I mean, I love when a guest judge comes in and like commands the room. That's why we love La Roche. She was giving.
I felt like Santino Rice was back in the room. I was like, oh no,
it was terrified. It was so good.
But Venus turned it out with that, platinum blonde Marilyn Monroe smash. Let me be your star wig with the matching like platinum blonde leaves. It was so gorgeous.
It was divine.
Beautiful.
It was so good. Like the fan, just like the structural, like architectural element of it.
The train, the fan.
Yeah. When she rounded that corner, I was like, we don't even have to do the lip sync. Like she has won the challenge. She's won the episode. Like I don't even, she walked in like halfway through the runway presentation. I was like, I don't need to see anyone else. Like this is it.
Well,
like,
who was your favorite though?
I will say, if I had to pick a first alternate, it had to have been for me Suki Doll, who actually was the loser of the mini challenge. So she received the disadvantage. So
she had last pick of the color, which was teal.
Yes,
but she turned that into gold. Baby.
Quite literally, Mama. She combined the two colors. It looked so regal. She had a great story behind it. She not only talked about like the personal connection to the color, but also like the natural element, really leaning into like the nature. Gold
flecks. It was like
the
gold rush.
So good. And it was, I mean, she said something in the workroom where she was like, there's no bad, like there's not really a disadvantage in a design challenge. There's just bad designers. And she is known for being an incredible designer. She designs for other Drag Race girls across franchises.
Canada brought it this week.
She knew what was going on. So, but we ended up that she was not in the top 2. Venus, obviously, but Kitty Space was our other top 2, which
also known for being a designer and known for her looks.
Yeah. And
she's from France.
I mean, when she said, she was like, I'm going to make a Mugler inspired outfit, I was like, girl, don't put on too big of shoes now. But I mean, she did give us something, halfway decent, which I did like, but I probably would have put Suki Doll in there with Venus, but that's not how it ended up.
And then in the final 2, Venus bested Kitty and sent home the stunner from down under.
Ivory Glaze.
Ivory Glaze.
No.
Her donut was cooked.
It was cooked. She's on that flight right back down under.
And I appreciated that Ivory, it was a very emotional episode for Ivory, emotional season. Yeah. And I guess, also opened up about her time on Down Under being very emotional, with a death of the family. Her mother had passed away right before the show. The whole thing was very emotional, but I liked that Ivory went out with a little bit of a bang and was like, and here's the quote.
Have fun with no one attractive left in the cast.
I The trade has left the building.
The trade has left the building. And I'm sure Venus is like, excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty hot
right
too.
Here. She has the $1 million smile, as we know. So then we go into episode 4, and we're continuing on from episode 3, where the girls come back into the workroom, and Kitty reveals that she actually pulled Arizona's lipstick, which the girls were gagged about. She said the reason she pulled it is because she was friends with Ivory. Girl, they've known each other for literally 5 minutes. Like, what do you mean? I could understand if the Filipino girls were like, this is my friend, but I don't know.
I think she was trying to sabotage a front runner because Arizona Brandy, she's my pick for the win.
Yeah.
She's funny. She's got great looks. She's a great performer. And it was a rare miss episode 3 that she was even in the bottom 2. And it brought her to tears. She was kind of embarrassed. I'm the first Filipino girl this season to be in the bottom 2. But this was just a slight misstep.
Yeah, and she said, don't worry, I'll remember this. And when I'm in the top next week, watch out, Kitty. So we go into our...
This kitty's got claws, and it's not Kitty's face.
No, it's not, girl. It's not. So we go into our mini challenge. Mama Pao walks into the workroom. I got to commend her again.
Oh, my
These
God.
workroom outfits, girl,
The
RuPaul,
navy suit with the winged arms.
was immaculate. RuPaul, I'm sorry, like... Mama Pao's not reheating your nachos. She has made her own full course buffet, and we are eating that.
RuPaul needs to step your Siam up.
It is crazy. This look, I was literally frothing at the mouth for.
Gorgeous.
So Mama Pao comes in. She introduces our mini challenge, which is called Drop Balls. Drop Balls, which the girls have to guess which pit crew's face a ball will fall on. And if it lands on Mama Pao's face, they get Bingo Plus merch, which I will say, we would love Bingo Plus merch. So if anyone wants to send us Bingo Plus merch, that little plushie.
That plushie's
I thought it
cute.
was cute. We'll put it on the shelf. Bingo Plus, hit us up. We'll send you a mailing address.
And we got 2 extra pit crew members.
Yes.
And the girls are squealing.
Girl.
The volume, I had to turn down my remote. I was like, oh, they're screeching over the trade in the room.
They look so good. I am to these Filipino boys. So this game ended pretty quickly because like half the girls got eliminated in the first like round.
Yeah.
But Siam ended up winning. And I have to note, I love how she like bursts into random song at like just the most odd time. She's like, I am the winner and I am happy. And I'm just like, you work, Siam. Obsessed with you.
So good.
Yeah. So then we find out that our maxi challenge is a rusical, which none other than the crazy bitch Slaysians.
What a name.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. As the winner, Siam gets to pick her role, and then she gets to pick one queen who doesn't get to select her role. And the girls end up like auditioning for their roles, which I thought was kind of fun.
It makes it more fair if the room is like, oh, you did that read better. Yeah.
So we end up, the girls get their parts. They end up going into choreography with teacher Cecile. I really liked this. This was a good change from Jamal Sims. She was very motherly. She was like, I just want the girls to have fun. You all did a wonderful job. Meanwhile, Jamal's like cracking the whip and being like, y'all are not doing this 2-step. I thought it was really cute.
For Crazy Bitch Slaysians challenge, it felt right to have like a maternal figure there.
I thought it was so cute. Also, I giggled. Have you noticed whenever they do choreography, they wear these big ass name tags like on their shirt of like, at first it was their drag name. And then like this episode, it was the character they were playing. So they like cut to a random clip of Arizona and she just had Chef Lee Queen on her chest. And I literally audibly cackled. I'm just like,
that's the merch I want.
Yeah,
I don't want the bingo merch. I want the
Chef Lee Queen restaurant merch.
And you just go out in public and people are like, Queen?
Yes,
what?
That's me. So
the puns. I mean, we've said this from episode 1. They are just filthy with the puns on this Slaysian Royale, and we are here for it.
It's so good.
We love it.
It's so divine. So we go to the main stage. The guest judges for this episode are the same as episode 3.
That's
it
right.
was judge of Drag Race Philippines, Jervy Wrightson, and host of Drag Race Thailand, Panjana Heels.
And now Pangina, hopefully, in full drag, isn't going to seem so scary because episode 3 in the white suit, I was like, this is like one of the villains from The Matrix coming to kill all the girls.
I have to say, they all looked so good. This like panel, the 3 of them together, they just
Mama
looked
Pao was giving Lana Del Rey.
Yes.
Right? And they're all coordinated with this sort of the white tassels. Stunning.
It was so good. The girls know how to do it right over in the Philippines. So we get into our rusical, and did you have like any favorite girl performance?
I liked, I said, Ari, Arizona Brandy, I loved as the chef.
Yes.
Very good. Just on point. Felt like if you're going to see this musical on Broadway, that number would have gotten the standing ovation.
Yeah, no, I
just
thought,
hit every single moment. The lip sync, and for a lot of these queens, like a reminder, English is not their first language. And they are crushing these lip syncs. It's not easy.
It's so good. Her storytelling was awesome in hers. I loved so many of them. I just thought it was I just kept clocking all the song references. I was like, this is so fun.
Hamilton, Dreamgirls, at Mamma Mia.
Yep.
I mean, at one point,
Amelia
I was like,
Perez girl, the vaginoplastia. I was like, Dr. Tammy Tuck, Yuha. I was like, what are we doing?
It was
so
current.
good.
It was so current that at one point they did a little bit Alexis from Schitt's Creek.
I love it.
I'm pretty sure. I'm like, oh my God, they are tapped in.
Yeah, no, it was so good. There was The Greatest Showman in there, Never Enough. I was just like, it was so fun, and all the girls, I think they really crushed it, all of them.
Yeah, there was
board.
no real loser this week.
No, and then we get into this runway, which is Happy Festival, and this was a runway. It was
unbelievable.
Good. It was so good,
hard, really hard. Like Siam had this incredible look that actually started to fall apart. Like these queens were going above and beyond, and some of the super glue didn't work out.
I would say my favorite, even though she didn't land in the top, Kiana. I loved it. But hello.
Kiana's disappearing right now, and I'm getting nervous because she came in so hot and was safe this week.
I just have to believe they know she's too powerful, and they need to they're doing what we should have done with Ginger and, let her ride in the back seat for a couple episodes. But I have faith as the number one, Kiana fan, but I just loved it. I'm a horror fan, so I loved the substance inspiration. I got a little bit of The Grudge, Ju-on with the hair. I was getting Evil Dead with the eye makeup. It was so amazing. I loved it. And I thought it was hilarious how they made Yuha go directly after her. And she said, I'm doing something a little different and I'm going to do the substance.
No,
and
we got at least 3 substance looks. And the movie must have just come out when they were filming.
Yeah. I think Kiana was giving more couture and Yuha was giving more costume, which,
I love Bring a Ding's statue gargoyle look. And still to this day, I rewound it 3 times. Can't tell which side was real.
It was so good.
I was half expecting the other eyes to open and Bring a Ding's like, surprise, I have a twin.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the gargoyle, the color. I just love that elephant gray. She just looked so stunning. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, no, it was really good. And she ended up in the top along with Arizona Brandy. And our bottoms were Kitty Space and Bernie, which did make sense to me because these looks were kind of crazy. The
looks were wearing them.
They were wild.
Kitty's face was sort of like a snowbird, or a snow owl. But I think it was obscuring so much that she wasn't able to express her actual face. And Bernie, and I love it. Every time I hear Bernie, I think about the guy, Bernie Sanders, who's emailing me for money. But Bernie's heads were not all matching. And this is a really hard challenge. We're being nitpicky at this point.
I know. But I mean, you got to do it at this point. I'm putting on my Pangina heels. We're on Slaysian Royale. Come on. We got to elevate up to the standards. But no, I thought that those bottom 2 made sense. I think they both had the 2 heads on their shoulders. They were both terrifying. The heads, they look like sleep paralysis demons. I didn't understand it. Kitty's face looked like she was tar and feathered, with her owl look.
Yeah.
And then Bernie had Darth Maul makeup on, and her bodysuit gave Kennedy Davenport I've been thrown in the fire and I crystallized. I just didn't understand.
I was waiting for
looks.
Anakin Skywalker to come around the corner.
I was so confused.
Yeah.
So that did make sense. But the girls end up going to lip sync to Cartoon Heroes by Aqua, which was so fun. This was so campy.
Aqua, of course, of Barbie Girl fame.
Yes, of course. And, they had noted that Arizona is the queen of gimmicks, and she was hamming it up. She had her little mustache.
The blonde
with her
mustache.
hair.
She made it look like she was flying in the back of the stage.
Yeah, it was so fun. And I mean, Bring a Ding, did you clock? She was wearing Kiana's wig. The from the hairography challenge.
Amazing.
That's how you know these Filipina girls are sisters. They're literally borrowing drag. They have each other's back. But we end up that Arizona won, which made sense. The gimmicks won. I bought into the gimmicks in this lip sync.
Yeah, and Bring a Ding was great in the challenge too. So, she played the bride, and all the other queens said she looked like a movie star up
Yeah.
there. You know, so there's really no winner. There's no losers this week, in my opinion.
I agree. But someone did have to go home, and it was none other than Kitty Space. What is it? Au revoir? Au revoir, Kitty Space. Au revoir, Kitty
Bon
Space.
voyage.
Bon voyage. I'm concerned. We have literally 3 international girls left on this. We got Yuha, Suki, and Siam. Literally, this is about to turn into Drag Race Philippines season 4. Like,
They're just fierce competitors.
they're so
it's a stacked
good.
lineup.
They're
It is a
so
stacked
good.
lineup.
Like, I am concerned, and I want to see these international girls represent, but I am living for all 5 of these Filipina girls. I don't want any of them to go. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
I will say, in the Happy Festival challenge, Suki Doll brought it.
She did.
She's crushed the last 2 weeks, but that Japanese look with the wooden shoes was really stunning. The face, the makeup, everything was just really beautiful. So I think Suki Doll could be top 3. She's one to watch.
Yeah, I would watch her. I think Siam's got a little bit of like detailing to work out. She has really strong moments.
But like I said, she really did look like Cameron Diaz in this week. I mean, she has a face card that never gets rejected.
I know. And my girl Yuha, we're trying to stand by you as our U.S. representative, but I'm getting a little concerned.
Yuha is on a different show. She's on America's, next best comedian Netflix special.
Yeah.
Like, Yuha's having a blast.
She is, girl. I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna hold faith for these international girls. But in the meantime,
And we have an American next week. Alyssa Edwards is showing up as guest judge. So
oh my gosh.
we have a lot to look forward to.
I'm ready. And we'll be here. Like I said, no more clocking out, no more absences. We'll be here, guys. So check in with us next Wednesday, and we'll see you back for the next episode of Work Room Weekly.
Bye.